Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Colonial Downs here on Thursday. It is the 20th of July 2023. Gonna look at the sixth race from Colonial, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and also join me tomorrow for opening day from Del Mar. An excellent card there, so I hope you check that out. And also, of course, check out my Saratoga daily previews. There's some great racing today at Saratoga. Tomorrow's card, hopefully it doesn't rain, because that looks like it's going to be the best card of the season so far. But this card from Colonial is probably the best card so far this season. We're going to look at this featured six race, which is quite exciting. It's an allowance optional claimer purse, $80,000. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards, never won 2 races. The main claiming starter or Virginia restricted racer, which never won 3 races. Claim price $50,000 here. We have a field of 12 horses entered, going to the turf course. The distance of ground is 1,700 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/16 on the Colonial turf course. 1,700 meters, 1 mile 1/16 turf. And I'll show the diagram. It just gives me a second to look down my notes. Just bear with me. My top selection, I'm going to go with the one horse Dabab as a top selection. I'm going to go 1-4-5-3 in the superfecta. 1-4-5-3 super. Top selection of one horse Dabab. This 4-year-old gelding by No Nay Never. Edward Vaughn trains this one. Adam Beschitza gets them out. First start stateside. On the previous care in the UK under the care of John Gosden and Thady Gosden, the horse ran at Wolverhampton on the 11th of March. 7.5 furlongs in the group in the listed later Raferno Stakes. And the horse finished fourth by 1 3/4 lengths that day, and he was with them early on that day, setting the pace. He got caught late. Berkshire Shadow is a decent horse. It was a next start winner. This horse, he just ran his heart out, going a little bit too fast. Cutting back and going to 1 mile 16th here today on a speed favoring course on this inner turf course. I think he could really run a good race and he could win. Also getting class relief from that last race. Prior to that, he ran the 28th of November at Kempton, 1 mile on the Poly track in the Hyde Stakes. Finished fourth by 7 lengths that day, and he tracked early on. He kind of hit the wall late. He just couldn't keep up with his horses there. And the 27th of October at Lingfield, first start in just over a year, and a Class 2 handicap. He won by a neck that day, and on the front end almost all throughout, he held on to a very nice victory. Prior to that, he actually ran in the Dewhurst Stakes, the Group 1 Dewhurst at Newmarket over the 7th furlongs, 9th of October. He finished 5th by 6 1/4 lengths that day, and he was with them early on, and then he just, completely crumbled. He had wind surgery according to the race form after that, and then they gelded him right after that also. So, what can you do? Just had quite a few surgeries there. Prior to then, the Group 2 Mill Reef at Newbury in the fall of 2021, he finished 4th by 1 3/4 lengths, again facing tough competition. He had a little bit of a tough trip, which cost him, and then behind Native Trail was a Group 1 winner before that in the Group 2 Superlative Stakes in the summer of 2021. He finished 3rd by 1 3/4 lengths that day, and he just kind of hit the wall late. I do think coming to 1 mile 16th here today should suit him well. First start stateside. I'm going to use him on the ticket. I think your second likeliest winner here is the 4-horse Shadow Sphinx. Most recently, an optional 40 at Pimlico Preakness weekend over the mile 16th. He finished 3rd by 3/4 length that day and had a trouble trip. It was gaining late that day. Prior to another trouble trip in the Canadian turf, he finished 10th by 6.5 lengths that day, where he was never comfortable on that turf course. And then a mile 70 off 6-2 at Gulfstream on the Tapeta. He won by a neck, getting there in nick of time. Coming to this turf course could be forwardly paced. I'm going to give him a shot here on the ticket also. And also watch out for the 5-horse Glider. It was a winner going 1 mile 3/8 at Gulfstream and neigh quite nicely. And then, some of those races at Gulfstream could definitely win against these horses where he was running in defeat. I'm going to use this horse shot on the ticket also. But to recap my selection for the 6 from Colonial, I'm going to take the 1-horse Dabab, give kudos to the 4-horse Shadow Sphinx and the 5-horse Glider. 1-4-5-3 super, 1-4-5 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.